Hola, ¿cómo estás? So, we made it through the hurricane or tropical storm. In fact, it was a whole lot better than expected. We barely got any rain out here, man. Apparently, about a couple of hours before the storm was supposed to pass over, it shifted and went in a completely different direction. So, I mean, we barely got any rain. The wind was kind of gusty at times, but even that wasn't bad. At least here in the Concal area. I don't know how other parts of Merida fared, but from what I'm seeing and hearing from others, everything went well. Everything all was well. So thank y'all for the prayers and well wishes. Now we got a lot of stuff. So that generator deal didn't work out. So I'm glad that didn't work out because that just would have been a lot of extra money spent. But it's definitely something that's needed. So we weren't able to get one, as I mentioned in the previous video. Everybody that was supposed to bring us one and deliver one, because you have people that rent it. When it was time for them to deliver it, they mysteriously were out of stock. So they were just giving it out to everybody, I guess. I don't know what that was about, but so we got a lot of stuff. We got lights, we got lots of water, a whole bunch of those 5-gallon jugs of water. We got all these non-perishable food items. We bought a bunch of excess medicines just to have. So we'll just keep that, store that, and put it away so it's not wasted. They say this is going to be a very active hurricane season this year. So I think we can expect to be dealing with this quite a bit over the next few months, particularly since this started out earlier than usual. Now we don't have to rush out and go get this stuff. So we'll just put it away, don't touch it. And next time we'll already be prepared. I will start looking for a generator now that I have more time to just kind of take my time and pick out and get good deals. In fact, let me show you this. While browsing through Facebook, I'm in a bunch of local groups in Merida, in and around Merida. So this stuff pop up on my feed, and so people are already selling their stuff. So everybody went out there and bought these generators, and they didn't get a chance to use them. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume many people didn't have the extra money to buy these things, but out of necessity, they went and bought it, and now that it's just sitting in their driveway unused, they selling it so they can recoup some of their money. So I think there's gonna be a lot of good deals to be had in Facebook. So check out Facebook Marketplace, check out some of the local groups in your neighborhood that you live in, and just make offers, and I think you're gonna find a deal. So I want something much larger than this, so I'm gonna keep on looking and see what I can find, and about to get something good. So there's some good stuff that came out. So Kim just heard me talking about that, and she went on Facebook and found one for less than $200. Again, people they selling them because, like I said, a lot of folks they had this extra money. So like I say, even though this storm didn't come, I mean, there's always some good that come out of it. One, we're prepared for the next one, because there will be another one or several more. Now we can get a better deal on a generator. So even though everybody was renting the things out and from underneath us, that was actually working in our favor. You know what I'm saying? Because one would have paid too much. The worst time to buy a generator is the day before the storm, because everybody want to jack the price up. And so some of these folks were gouging. And so now the folks are like, hey man, I just want to recoup some money. So if you need a generator, now's the time to be looking. This is also giving me some thought to living arrangements. You know what I mean? When it comes time to trying to find a house, because last week during we had some various areas that were flooded out pretty bad, and I was riding through those areas and I was like, man, these are areas I never would have thought would be like this. And so I was like, well, definitely know not to live over here. But that particular week, they said there was more rain in that one day than it was all year long. So one of those things, freaks of nature. But you oftentimes can't prepare for freaks of nature, rare occurrences, but if you're thinking way ahead and preparing for worst case scenario, a lot of things you really can't avoid. So I'm gonna be thinking through very well on living arrangements, where I'll live or buy, or not necessarily so much so about renting, but because rainy season is only for a couple of months, for a few months. And like I said, these were unusual circumstances, but when they come, like what was projected to happen today, it can kind of put you out there. The good thing about it is the fact that these houses are made of concrete. The wind is not going to blow the roof off the top of your house. The house ain't going anywhere. Worst case scenario, replace some windows. The flooding that can happen and come into your house, a lot of that stuff can be minimized, because what happens to people here, they get all the stuff off the floor and they raise it up, put it up, in case water do come in through the house. And like I said, because of the floors are ceramic or marble, water here on the floor ain't a thing. They get the squeegee, they push it out, and and the structure of the home is still fine and good and dandy. So I don't know. It's a good time to assess and reflect and plan, just to be a little bit better for it, for the future. So also, same thing with driving. Like I say, some of these cars, I see folks in these cars with this water, that a lot of folks got stuck in the water, their cars cut off, they couldn't pass through. But then you see some of these guys in these trucks and these Jeeps, they just blaze on through, no problem. So even thinking about riding arrangements, car vehicle types to consider, making sure you don't get a car that could easily get wet, or a little water get up underneath it and then it stopped working. So again, like I say, just kind of thinking things through. So again, I talked about the generator. There's deals out there to be had. And again, like I say, man, even with all some of these inconveniences, man, still a great place to live. No matter, you got issues in the States. Every region within the United States deal with different things and different issues. One place might deal with tornadoes, another place might deal with earthquakes, another place might deal with hurricanes, another place might deal with extreme cold weather in the winter months. They all come with their challenges. No place is perfect, but I still like this place, man. I love it. 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 So with that said, once again, I appreciate y'all. I'm lining up some guests for future interviews and videos. I'm gonna try and go back and scoop up all the people that have been over, that have stayed here past the 1 year mark, 2 year mark, 3 year mark, 4 or 5 years, and try and get them on video to kind of share their journey. There's a family I got, schedule been all jacked up. There's a family, the Anderson family, they recently moved here from Atlanta. They have 2 daughters. They got a business. They packed all that up and they moved here and got the kids in private school and whatnot, and building their business. and grow. You know, I'm getting them on. I got to get them on. I got to get them on. I might try and do a VIP live with them so that you all can ask questions, particularly since they got kids in school, young kids in school. They'll be able to give y'all some better insight because I don't have kids in school. They homeschool, so I think that'll be very, very beneficial for y'all to hear it straight from them, and then y'all be able to ask questions. So if you're not part of our VIP membership, I'd encourage you to join that, because some of these interviews where we do them live, we'll host a live interview for our members only, where they can come on the live and then they can ask questions directly to the family that we'll be interviewing, the people we interview, and that's only for private members that's in the VIP. So plus inside the VIP, if you're not a member, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of it. We have some forum groups in there. There's a section in here, the Ask Cart Test. So you got questions you want to ask me or need help with something, you can post it in here. I generally respond within about 48 hours. And you can ask as many questions as you like. Cheaper than doing a telephone consultation. You know what I'm saying? So general discussions here. You can talk about anything you like. Oftentimes while I'm out, I come across real estate deals. I'll generally post them in here in this section here for real estate. Recommendations and resources, all the stuff that I refer and recommend, I got it locked up in here. And also our members, they'll generally post stuff here as well where they had great access to. Recent, so got some VIP members only content. We recently interviewed a real estate agent, a real estate attorney, and an immigration attorney here from Mexico. Our members were able to, it was turned into about a 2.5 hour event where they just answered. I bought 2 hours of their time and they just answered our members' questions. So during the live Zoom meet, you were able to listen in and talk to them directly, ask your questions. And so looking at doing some more events like that. So some of these interviews are more private in nature. Angel, if you're looking to buy a house, man, I recommend you watch this video before you buy anything, because buying property in Merida is not the same like it is in the States. You'll be surprised at what you can and can't do and what you get and don't get when you buy a home. So again, I'm gonna get him back on and get him back on the video and talk some more. Of course, we have courses. Some of these courses here are optional. I'm thinking about rolling these in all into the VIP area as well and making it all part of VIP membership, because I'm looking at jacking the price up. So that's something I'm working on. There's our Move Abroad Academy. Part of your success in making this journey work is to have a fail-proof plan before you come. Oftentimes people show up without a plan, and 3 months, 6 months later, they're gone back to the States. It just didn't work. So you got to plan them. Moving abroad and staying abroad are two different things, and staying abroad really come down to your ability to create a plan, stick to the plan, and just being able to adjust. Remote work, you really got to have some sort of income coming in, and so if you need remote work is a great way to do that. If you can find a job, that's if you're not retired and if you don't have any other income coming in, remote work is a great way to do that. So we got a program here that you can sign up for if you're interested. Finding rentals, I got some free information on that, but I also have a more in-depth program on how to find rentals in Merida. Premium services that we offer, if you're looking for a tour around Merida, come and checking it out on a scouting trip, this would be great for you. We also offer relocation services as well. And last but not least, you want to hop on the phone to talk? Let's talk. Book a consultation and let's figure out your strategy for moving abroad. So that's it. I'm about to do some work now that I got a couple of days. I think I'm just gonna stay at the computer. I'm trying to put together a YouTube course for those that want to get online and earn an income from YouTube. And not just YouTube, but for those who want to learn how to create digital courses, digital products, or what I call digital assets, where you create it once and then you sell it over and over and over again. Some people can create courses, ebooks, group coaching programs using platforms like Zoom and stuff like that. So if you're interested in stuff like that, check out my other site, cartezross.com, www.cartezross.com. Thank y'all for watching, and hey, check out moveabroadandthrive.com. If you're looking at making a move, book a consultation, join our VIP, moveabroadandthrive.com/VIP.